What's up, Iron investors? Welcome back to another epic episode, ICN Talks, the podcast where we aim to interview C-level executives, founders, real builders in our industry, successful entrepreneurs to discover their journeys. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, obviously the rule number one, you need to set up your company, right? So there is no other person in the UAE to talk about this topic other than our friend Raffiy Vartanian, the CEO of Eternal Group. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, and thank you for coming to ICN Talks.
Well, it's a pleasure, Danny. Thank you for having me. You're doing amazing stuff, and
Thank you very much. Thank
it's
you.
very impressive what you're doing, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. We need to say to our friends here that first time when we met, we had this I don't know how to call it, but kind
Synergy.
of, yes, like
Yeah.
your personality and your vibe and the way how you part of
Charisma, yeah.
the local industry here, that you know everything was going on, but I like your personality straight away, and I invite you straight away to the podcast. So again, thank you so much for coming, and
Pleasure.
I'm sure people will appreciate.
And the feeling's the same. The vibe was just like I've known you for years.
Exactly,
you know,
yeah.
And that's what happens. Sometimes you go into a room, even in a business, you go into a room, you see 10 guys, and 9 of them you don't even want to speak to, but that one guy stands out, and you click. You know, it's the vibe, the aura that is projected. I believe in that very much.
Indeed. Part of your expertise, because you caught my attention with all the details that you taught me. I ask you some certain questions, and you literally provide me instant value with the entire process of companies and stuff. So I'm super happy you are here. Let's go to the point. I want to, for people who are watching us right now, tell them a little bit about your company and you as an individual. How did you choose to set up your environment here, business environment?
I was born and raised in Dubai. I was born during the Dubai Trucial States, a year before it became the United Arab Emirates. I was born in the Maktoum hospital, which has only 4 beds. One of them was taken by me, of course, and my mom, you know. And so I've been here during the whole time and seen the movement, the changes. I understand the culture. I'm a living example or proof of the fusion between West and Middle East.
You being originally from?
Armenian.
Okay.
I'm Armenian, born and raised in Dubai. My dad came here in 1964. So long,
looks like 100 years ago.
Oh yeah,
so many things happen.
Yeah, I remember on one of our school trips when I was in first grade at the American school here, and the school trip was the Trade Center on which is now an older structure and it's now small, but that was the tallest one that was there, and there was only just 2 dirt paths going, one to Abu Dhabi and one coming from Abu Dhabi, and that was it. And they were like, "Oh my God, this is so massive!" And now we look at it; it's tiny.
Yeah,
you know. So the Dubai. I have to admit, not only because I'm from here, born and raised, but Dubai is dynamic. I mean, in every sense of the word. One of the youngest countries that I know of that has changed the facade. You know, how can I put it in proper words where it gives respect? They have learned from all over the world the mistakes and the good things, and they've made it much better here. And when they do something, you know how it is in Dubai. We do it bigger, better.
And all the time the best.
The best. It goes anywhere from our airlines to anything you touch. You know, the top-notch restaurants, top-notch airline, everything, and it's bred into us. through the leader.
Yeah. By
His
the way,
Highness.
so many breaking records. Emirates Airlines, #1 worldwide. Dubai, the third year in row, #1 destination in the world. Like,
I know. And
that's it.
safest, I know. I
The
mean, what do you
safest
want
and
more?
so on, yeah.
What do you want more than that?
Yeah.
Because, the mentality, you have to also understand the culture and the mentality when wanting to get involved with Dubai. The whole thing is that Dubai is not a city, the way that it's perceived. Dubai should be looked at as a company. And
Indeed.
And His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, he's the CEO, who is the ruler of Dubai and the vice president of the United Arab Emirates. That has also been bred into him by his father, Sheikh Rashid, God rest his soul, and Al Maktoum. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, he looks at Dubai as being a great CEO. He listens to see what the people in the world are having problems with, and he figures out with his exceptional team, the best of the best money can buy, that he brings that knowledge and those people here. And then he says, listen, these are the problems that obviously people are facing around the world. Let's eliminate those problems here. Let's listen to our customers and then do it bigger, better, and faster. And that's how we succeed here in Dubai. And as you know, you've seen multiple times, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed just roams around the city, goes into random places. You see him one time in a restaurant having a coffee. You see him jumping on a metro.
Yeah.
You see him walking around, through immigration in the airport or any of the governmental places.
Taking the pulse of the society from the front line, right?
Exactly. So, he wants to see what's going on down there. He doesn't want to just hear about from his people or his guys that everything is fine.
Yeah.
He wants to know it's fine. And to be honest with you, I haven't seen any ruler in the world that actually does something dynamic as this. Mm-hmm. And it's very impressive. And this comes because he looks at Dubai as his house. Just like if something is broken in your house, you fix it, or you get something better to replace it, or you always take care and maintain.
Yes.
And this is the mentality that he has, and he breathes the same throughout all of his advisors, his guys, his team, to basically mirror his thoughts, mirror his ideology.
Yeah.
And of course, it just ripples through to also the people of the community, to all the businessmen in the community. And that's why a lot of top-notch individuals in the world, we pull them here because of this attitude, because of this mindset.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going even farther with this because, okay, you as an individual, right? You can acquire this kind of mentality and you have this mindset, right? But at this level, at the country level, when you run such an important hub, right, from all perspective, right? It's a matter of execution and how do you communicate this vision to everyone under you, and they will be able to absorb it at the level you want, the intensity you want, and then to actually implement this execution through all the scales up to the last guy who is cleaning the metro or whatever, the washrooms in the mall. Like the penetration level is what I found so impressive, right? Because they have this ability to share and transport this mindset up to the front line. This is massive. Like at the society
very
level,
impressive.
At society level, to have this kind of to act like a unit at this scale is just. I mean, there is no wonder Dubai is doing this kind of things in the world right now. Definitely, we can talk about Dubai.
The impressive
another
things.
20 days,
I know.
easy, right?
Yeah, it just
But
keeps going on.
absolutely. I want to ask you, okay, being here, definitely you've seen a lot of stuff, right? Like the development of the environment and all these things. When did you decide to actually see the opportunity here of, set up a company, Eternity Group, to help entrepreneurs to set up companies here? And why didn't you choose something else? I don't know,
Very
any other
interesting.
field. Like, why did you see this as the
Well,
biggest opportunity?
well, I own a multiple of companies, marketing agency as well as crypto license, and as well as the Eternity Group is the main business, the main, if you want to call it,
Focus, let's say.
focus.
Yes.
As I am a businessman, I saw all the problems, or let's say the um, issues businessmen or women around the world or corporations were having, coming to a new place, coming to a new
Culture, new.
culture.
Yes.
Yeah. And at the same time, I focused and saw where their problems may lie or their understandings. And I focused on those areas and wanted to improve on it and help them through this kind of landscape, because it's simply like, even if I go, for example, over to Italy, if I don't understand the landscape, even though I want to set up there, and I heard a lot of people wanting to set up there, I wouldn't know what to do, right? So
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
need to have the right partner, or the right, meaning the right corporate service provider and business consultant, in order to take you through that, because a lot of them have their setup already, let's say in London or in the US. They want to mirror the same here, and at the same time have the added benefits of Dubai has to offer. So we come in, we first, like I always tell my clients or customers, don't tell me the license you want, tell me what your needs are. And then I tell you what you need, and we
Yes.
put the proper package together of the activities within the license, so that you have trouble-free, headache-free
Yeah,
movement
and
going
it's not
on.
like you are, for example, you are French and you are going to open a company in Italy or in German, or like, let's say, a kind of same mentality, Europe friendly. You
Yeah,
know everything there. It's kind of different culture. You need to understand some rules, right? The
yeah,
setup, right? You need to understand the setup when you come here. How
correct.
important is for the for the landscape here, and for the environment in general, the guidelines that you guys for sure you have from above, right? When it's mentioned that entrepreneurs coming here open businesses, like, I think, how important it is for them to understand the culture first.
It's very important for the to understand the culture, because there's certain see, you have to understand one thing. You Dubai, as in such, in the United Arab Emirates, has the mindset, or has the way that it's gone forward, that they've educated all of their local Emiratis to the top standards that that is available out there.
Yeah.
They've gone abroad, they've been educated in the US, UK, and the same goes as well as the residents. So you have a high caliber individuals residing in Dubai, as well as the locals, and then them being educated and the residents being educated ends up
It's already a high standard, right?
high
In terms of
standard,
setup, like, you need to align to this
to this high
standard.
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
exactly.
then it infuses with the culture,
Yeah.
the tradition, where hospitality, the respect, there's proper business ethics that you go through.
I mean,
And
if you fail with this, like, you can you want to do whatever you want to do. There is no such uh, availability for you
Exactly.
anymore.
Yeah, it's just, being proper. Like, for example, like when you're going to someone's house, you don't just go in there and open the guy's fridge and start looking around inside his fridge, right? So you go there, you sit, the person brings you tea. Would you like anything you have? And you just have to be a proper human,
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And we also have a tour, if you can call it, or a excursion, which is called Discover Dubai. And this is designed for business people or individuals
To get in touch, to take the vibe.
get the vibe, to understand the culture, because they're relocating, let's say, from Germany to Dubai.
Yes.
The guy could be for example, the regional director of Mercedes, but his wife and children, they were before, I don't know, in Norway. Now they're coming to Dubai. They have to understand what's going on and know where is the areas in Dubai, the old areas and the new areas and the culture, to better adapt to the society and, and have fun. I mean, it's very enjoyable. We have a lot of clients that they love it. They say, oh my God, this is an eye opener. And, oh my God, I didn't know this, or it's good that I did it. And they also do the same Discover Dubai excursion tour. They take it for their employees in order for them to understand the culture and how to do business, or what's the proper way of approaching. Because see, one thing I will say that, like when you're going, let's say you're a startup and you're looking for investment, okay? And then Dubai has a lot of power people that are here, corporations that are into funding startups, may it be in Web3, may it be in any line of business, as long as the pitch deck makes sense, guarantees their return of investment, and is transparent. There's nothing hidden. Make no mistake, we are highly intelligent here in Dubai. Yeah. And if you're trying to hide something in a pitch deck, you're going to fail. You just got to be completely clear. They want to see that you're vested in your business before they get in bed with you in the business.
Yes.
Not that you're looking for handouts. And whenever you get nine times out of 10, I would say, if in the conversation, the local guy team is there, the company, and they say, we will get back to you, inshallah, that means respectfully, they have declined you. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, there is that one-off that you come back. But because, again, out of respect, they don't want to give you this firm no and push you off kind of thing. They say, inshallah, we will get back. And then they don't. Yeah. So this is the thing. You have to
go back home, do your homework better.
And then come back.
Well prepared, or maybe better.
Exactly.
Prepared.
And the thing goes is it's like anywhere. I mean, even if you, let's say, come to me and say, hey, Raffiy, I need investment for X, Y, and Z. I said, Danny, sure. Just explain to me what's your business whole thing is that you need funding for. Make it simple so I understand and comprehend what it is and how it is, and how am I going to get my money back, and what are the guarantees that you got in place, and I'll give you the money. Yeah. But if you can't take care of any of those things, I will say, Danny, love you, but I'm sorry, there's no way I'm going to invest in that.
Absolutely. I mean, your idea is as much better as your ability to communicate it. So if you need to, as you mentioned, you need fundraising, right? You need money for capital for your company. If you can't pitch me in 30 seconds to tell me exactly where the opportunity is, right? Your unique selling proposition, why you are particular, and why should I put money behind you, in a very simple way. I have a way of saying it has to be grandma approved.
Exactly.
Go to talk to your grandma.
If she believes in you,
tell her what you are trying to do. If she didn't get any clue, like reformulate it and try
yeah,
to recommunicate everything and make it simple.
correct.
Yeah, way
Correct.
simpler than that.
What is it? My professor used to say, simple, stupid. Just keep it simple
Yeah.
and stupid. And that, that's the way it has to be. It has to be very simplified. So, yeah.
I want to stay in this part with simplicity. How simple is to open a company here? I know it's a broad question in terms of many companies and so many types of companies, but just a matter of the easiest way to open a company. How long does it take, and what's the process?
Well, see,
I mean, for you, for Eternity Group.
yeah,
if I come to you.
for us, I
Yeah.
can say as us because we're leaders in that area. And the thing is, first of all, you have to understand there is approximately around 47 licensing authorities in the UAE, around 30 plus licensing authorities, and every day there's a new one coming around or developing in the process. That is there, licensing authority. Then, of course, you have to, when a client engages, let's say, into us, they will tell us what type of business they want to venture into, and we tell them which activity obviously matches what their need is.
Yes.
Then we select where is best suited for that person. May it be a free zone, may it be an offshore, or may it be a mainland, but it's all based on that. Now, when you said how simple it is, when you know what you're doing, it's simple. When you don't know what you're doing, it's not simple, just in anything, For us, we've set records in, producing license for individuals because we're designed for the individual or corporate or companies that understand the value of time over money and that they want to have everything done ASAP. So in that sense, we do it in 5 days. We'll get your MOA and AOA sorted, your shareholder resolution, your incorporation, all done. Given that you give us the documents we require, we cross-check it, and then from the day that we pull the trigger, in 5 days you'll have your license. If not, yeah,
just amazing.
If not sooner. We did one recently where the client was in Hong Kong, and we finished in 3 days. So we're setting our own records and setting our own milestones, and say, we want to get faster and better. Again, goes in line with what is bred into us. Yeah. And that's the way that we keep going. And then after that, of course, when you get the license, then you want to have your residency. So then when the residency is there for, your visa, your entry permit, we do it within 3 to 5 days. And after that, you have a window of 2 months to enter into the country. And within 3 hours, when you enter, and we set the scheduled day, we finish your medical certificate and your biometrics within 3 days, and then you're off to do whatever you want to do. So everything we do remotely with you, you do with the DocuSign. I will need you pretty much 1 day. We always say, just to be on the safe side, do 2 days, just in case something, is unforeseen that happens. But we need you in that time. The time that we will take from you is 3 hours. And then after that, the physical Emirates ID, we'll send it to you via DHL, courier, and done. So
process is just at your fingertips.
Yeah, just like that, you know? And so
no, I mean, in terms of business, if you come in a brand new country, right, even culture, to go there and have such a partner that can delivers you the entire setup of your company, all steps in one place, right?
Yeah.
In 5 business days or 7 business days. In 7 days, you even haven't learned all the roads, like,
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
already set up with the company. It's like,
Yeah, the guys, they start scratching their head. They said,
yeah,
Raffi, you sure we have the company now? I'm
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
what else do you want? Say, I've never seen anything like this. And again, that goes because the the setup here and
the
the
back end infrastructure allows you to play
allows you
like
to do
this.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
and
Yeah,
you know, if you're fast and you know your job perfect,
yeah,
you're ahead of the game.
yeah.
You're not, you drag feet, you know? And easily in Dubai, you will get to know who you stay away from and who you know, work together with, you know?
Can you tell me a little bit in details, but not very detailed, because is not enough time to go in very detailed. But the major differences between free zone and mainland company. Why should someone go to free zone, and where when should I think about mainland?
Mainland mainly should be used when you're wanting to have a restaurant. Obviously, you need a location on the ground
Yes.
in the mainland. Um, if you have a beauty salon, certain things that are like that, you know, that need physical locations, you know, physical presence, then you have no choice but to go in that direction. But if you're like a certain type of service provider or a Web3 business or a crypto business or consultancy, a holding company, then you would, I always tell my clients it's better to be in the free zone because you don't need to have a physical, let's say, presence that your business depends on, if you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
know, like a restaurant needs a place on the mainland.
But what if I want to open a restaurant not in downtown, not in those
Main areas.
main areas. Like my restaurant will be somewhere in new development areas, somewhere out of Dubai, when we know that is under developing process aggressively, right? Buildings and entire residential centers are there. So it makes sense for those people to think in opening businesses uh, at early stages, to be there in front of that community from the beginning, right? So in that case, should I take in consideration also mainland, or because it's let's say small to medium restaurant, not in the main area, can I go in free zone, or is just a matter of no? If it's a restaurant, it has to be mainland.
Yeah, see, what ends up happening, like you said, like the restaurant, what they do is we set up their holding company, if you may say, if I can say, in the free zone, where all their money, they're 100% owner, everything is there. Then we set a branch off of that for the mainland. So then that way they control everything, let's say, that has to do with finance, 100% ownership of themselves. Because on the mainland, you need either a local sponsor or a local service agent, you know,
Okay,
that'll
so
be
the
there.
requirements are different.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in the free zone, you're 100% owner, or whoever the shareholders are, they're the main, you know, like 20% this guy, 20% that guy, whatever. The structure is there. The general manager, the UBO, is, let's say, Mike. And that individual will have the authority for bank account, for this, for that, you know, everything to run the company. And then from that, we will take, um, you know, we will put a branch off and say that this company branch is on the mainland
Yeah.
and is owning XYZ restaurant.
For the mainland companies, the local sponsorship is still mandatory 51%.
If it's a local sponsor, if he's active, but you have the ability to also make him a local service agent as well. Certain categories, local service agent is allowed. You pay a certain fee to him, but you're 100% owner, and he's there for, let's say, the public relation works, like as in immigration, for the visas, the labor card for the employees. It needs to be authorized by him together, but it's automatically.
Is this local sponsorship like an individual Emirati citizen, or it's a entity, a company from the UAE?
No, local Emirati.
It's an individual.
Yeah,
right?
individual.
As a shareholder is a local.
He's not a shareholder. He's a local service agent.
Okay. I see.
So you have 100% ownership, 100% your company. He is only there for the certain type of task that is there.
And are they coming by default, or you can choose them somehow?
You could
from
choose
categories like?
No, you can even
provide you names, or how is the process exactly?
See, if certain clients, they say, listen, I don't know any Emirati.
Exactly.
Can you please help? I said, yes, we have a list of certain Emiratis that are well in tuned and that we work with. And we introduce them and say, this is your local service agent. And then, he gets on. Or some of them says, hey, this is an amazing project. I want to be also a sponsor. I want to also be involved in it. So you have those things that are there. But you're more than welcome, like you, meaning the client, is more than welcome. Yeah. He says, listen, my best friend is, I don't know, ABC, this Emirati individual. He brings us the passport, the Emirates ID of that individual, and we put him inside the contract, and he becomes the local service agent.
But from the opposite perspective, as a Emirati citizen, how do you qualify to be chosen for the company from this perspective to become a local partner?
Well,
I can choose
anybody.
Anybody? Like my friend from, I don't know,
30 years.
What he's doing, just being an Emirati citizen.
Emirati, yes.
I want his name there.
That's it.
Shouldn't be someone,
No.
Families.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it could be anybody. Some people, they because of their nature of their business, they want to have a high-profile individual there with them, because then that person's name or Emirati is well known, and more facilities are given, because the individual might own, I don't know, hundreds of companies and successful and got a group. Yeah. And we know the names of all these top individuals that are here. And if any of them, they connect into your license, well, it's a major plus point, but at the same time, the individual can be anybody that is local, but of age, it can be a 14-year-old Emirati kid, it's got to be of age.
Yeah.
And
the point is, when you choose your local partner, right, you better do a little bit of homework, right, and choose the partner that has already businesses in your field that can, expand not only at the know-how level of the business, but networking and everything, right? Because of course, as you mentioned, it's easy just to take a name, put it out there, but you need to go a little bit farther with this and strategically choose your partner.
Correct. And that's why we do that introduction, so that they know who they are, what they are. Yeah. They feel comfortable, say that this individual is going to be your local service agent that they write, or maybe they choose him. No, I want him to be a sponsor. I want him to have shares in the company.
Then you have a guy who is 10 steps ahead. You can give you exactly the path of the execution, connections, and
correct.
your
Correct.
business has already a different start point, right?
Yeah. So
No, it makes sense. So people need to understand all these, details and elements when you set up a company, particularly if it's a mainland, right? Like when you have to choose the local partner.
yeah, it's
Because
a little bit more
there,
complicated
yeah,
also with the mainland because there's a lot of more variables that are there. There's federal cost. There's different government authority costs that are there that normally is not there on a free zone license. There's like
it's a matter of capital as well, right? I mean, if you plan to open
a
a small
restaurant.
grocery, whatever,
Yeah.
it fits in a certain category. If you are an international chain of restaurants, you want to open 7 units within a year, that's a totally different story. Of course, you can't go to free zone, right? You have to come to the mainland.
Yeah, they may choose to set up their free zone, their holding company, where all the money goes into. And then from there, they disperse into their mainland company only of the cost that is needed to be run. So you have 100% control. And then
Yeah.
at the same time, the mainland is the vehicle for doing what you need to do. And then you fuel it on the things that is needed, meaning like employee salaries, let's say, and stuff like that. Then from the holding, which is the 100% ownership, that is
Yeah.
you're sending into your mainland company. And this is also a second level of security or like the clients, we always want them to be 100% comfortable with everything,
Yeah.
when you're in complete control, you feel more comfortable. So we give that to them, and that's how we set it up. And at the same time, we also put them in touch with the right legal team for whatever they need. We also take care of also their accounting needs if they want on a monthly, yearly, plan.
Of course, all these additional services that the company needs for the
Yeah, we
operational
take care of
purposes.
them
Yeah.
from A to Z. We never leave any of our clients hanging in any area because
Yeah.
we know for setting up a company, even a simple company stamp, the guy's like, where do I get a company stamp? I said,
Exactly,
we
yeah.
got you. We got you. We'll take care of it.
Here you go, your
Here you
stamp.
go. Here's your stamp.
Yeah.
So one of my clients, he's flying in. He goes, oh, God, I need the company stamp. I say, I got you. Just
I know what you need.
I know what you need,
Yeah.
And then I said, what's the logo? He goes, we just got the license 2 days ago, Raffiy. I haven't had time to think. I said, got you. My graphics guy is going to take care of it. We're going to shoot across a couple of logos for you. You say, okay, fine. Before you land in Dubai, your stamp is ready. He said, oh, man, you're amazing. I said, yes. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right.
No, but this is literally the right
little
path.
things,
yeah,
right?
Because you can do it by yourself. Obviously, you know the steps. You can, I don't know, read the newspaper or go to the internet and find the 10 steps that you need to do before opening a company in the Dubai or UAE. Is the hard way, and now I'm speaking from experience. The most expensive things in life are the cheapest one.
Bravo.
So
Yeah,
it's
this
exactly
is the thing.
The same thing. You go there, you talk to someone who is legit, who is certified, knows the environment, knows the landscape. It will put you in a place where you avoid 100 mistakes, elements that you have no idea about at the starting point. It's way easier and faster. Tell me, please, I know you have services in regard to Web3 companies. What's the opening rate there?
For Web3 companies?
Yeah, like the inflow here to...
the percentage of companies coming in?
Yeah.
Well, as currently as what was told to me, 27% of the crypto companies, individuals, the major ones, businesses, they're now in Dubai. 27% of the world. So, and it'll keep getting larger and larger. And now that, daily, see, that's the other beauty of Dubai, as you know, Danny. They hear that there's the way that the blockchain and the Web3 daily changes, so does the certain types of activities, so does the certain types of needs. So just recently, the new activities that was also launched was investment in Web3 projects. Web,
Initiatives that support
yeah,
this Web3 environment, the move,
this
yeah.
movement, Web3 Accelerator, and Web3 consultancy service. So um, you can see how the landscape
Exactly.
keeps changing. And we change immediately. We don't have to go through, I don't know, 10 different boards or government entities and this and that. It makes sense. It's right. Boom. Next day, it's on the
Yeah.
list. You know?
We had
And
here Alex Chihadi, the Binance GM, and he told me that the leaders here, they talking about metaverse before even Mark announced the switch, the name, when they changed the name from Facebook to Meta. So because I'm 100% sure that 99% of the market, they have had no clue what metaverse is before this huge announcement, right?
exactly.
When the Facebook said, okay, now we are Meta from metaverse. What's metaverse? Like,
I know. They were
I have
like
no
scratching
idea.
their head. They're like,
And so here it's a matter of positioning themselves in this in front of this huge industry.
correct.
From very early stages.
Yeah, very early stage. And the Crown Prince, Sheikh Hamdan, he's dynamic also in that area. Young, energetic, switched on, grasp things very quickly. And he's also plays an important pivotal roles in these areas as well. So he also initiated that certain governmental sectors, they go into the metaverse, and to make it easier for individuals to even get in contact with the government entities inside the metaverse. So to simplify things, and that I have to say is very impressive, because that's also touching base the way I see it. Individuals that are inside, let's say, that if I'm being respectful, and people with disabilities, let's say, they can't easily get physically to a location to do their licensing or do what needs to be done. They can now go into the metaverse, feel completely comfortable, walk around with their avatar, and then go over and then sign a document and do this and do that and get everything sorted out with an actual individuals from the government in order to take care of what needs to be done.
Do you think this might be an opportunity to offer services for opening companies in the metaverse, in a specific metaverses environments?
Could be.
Like, for example, I'm a marketing agency, right? I'm buying all the spots from this boulevard in that particular metaverse, whatever it is. I need a company, right, to run there somehow. It will be a metaverse company.
Yeah, you never know. Even Eternity Group might be inside the metaverse soon. So, we move with the times.
Yeah.
And, but then again, yes, you have the ability, like these government entities, they have their metaverse. All right, fine. But then again, knowing what to do in that metaverse is the other thing. So then, of course, they will say, Raffiy or Eternity Group, can you please help me out with X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
And then we would then take care of all of these things and go through whatever needs to be done. So, and it's just mind blowing the changing landscape in Web3, in the crypto blockchain that happens daily. I mean, I had a client the other day, which was very impressive, UK-based, wants an NFT license for the purpose of wills. So I said, very interesting. I said, please explain. So he said, the NFT will be connected to the morgue in the UK. And prior to that, his lawyer will stipulate every single thing, asset, whatever, and who gets what. The moment that the morgue says this person has deceased, it goes to a secondary button, which is controlled or sign off, which will be the individual's lawyer, just to make sure, like, yes, this person is deceased. Yes, he's notified. And then once he pushes that button, everything just simultaneously, within a moment's notice, gets dispersed to all the inheritors of the estate. The son, the wife, the so and so, with a blink of an eye, without even thinking. Money gets thrown into their accounts, blah blah blah, so and so. And I have to say that's very impressive. And I said, may I ask why, out of all the places you want to do it in Dubai? And he starts laughing. He goes, because Dubai doesn't give you dramas. They understand. And where we're at, we just get too much red tape, too much problems, too much and delays of certain things being done. And we just want to get on with it and do it now. And we have the funding to do it.
I think we should remain with this, that the major skill for all entrepreneurs out there, we need to acquire as fast as we can, is the adaptability, right?
Yes.
You need to adapt quickly to the changes, to the markets. If the playground is in the metaverse, you have to be there. Wherever it is, you need to find ways, the quickest and the fastest to deliver your services there. I'm sure you'll do great things for the industry here, for the landscape. You helped already hundreds and hundreds of companies to successfully set up their companies here. And not only this, but just provide them all those much needed additional services, networking and introductions at the highest level possible.
Yeah, we do that as well. Like certain companies, we just don't leave them after we do their licensing and this and that. We just don't leave them there. We also have liaison kind of service where we connect them to the right individuals for them to succeed.
Yes.
So let's say, I don't know.
This is very important.
Yeah.
This is very, very important. Tell us, please, and tell to our audience where they can find you. They want to reach out to you.
You can easily get in contact with us on our platform.
Yes.
Eternity Group's platform, which is www. the number 8 ERNITY.
Anyway, guys,
services.
you'll find the
services
link in the description with Eternity Group.
With
Our
Eternity
friend
Group,
Raffiy is doing a great job. I encourage you to shout out and
we're more than happy to help out
connect,
anybody with whatever their needs are. And we even have like a certain area where it says contact and it says other. Maybe some of the categories is not there.
Yes.
And they need special help of some sort. And they have every type of mean to reach out to us. And I see all of this stuff that comes in.
Much appreciated, Raffiy, for all your valuable insights today. Of course, there are so many other things to cover. I could just take as much as I could from your expertise and knowledge within 1 hour. But we'll keep it open for the next time. We'll do great things together here in the UAE. Again, thank you so much for your presence and appreciate you come.
Well, thank you for having me, Danny. It's always a pleasure. And looking forward to our next one.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please drop me a comment below. Smash the subscribe button and the like button. Show us your love as well. Please find us on all major social media platforms as Iron Capital News. And yes, see you again on the next one. Thank you very much.